What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be about when is it time to let go of a relationship that you're in? When is it time to let go of the girlfriend, wife, fiance, whatever the case may be? So I'm going to point out a few points and periods that may come that I believe is your sign it's time to go. Okay? So, number one, if this person can never take accountability, if for some reason you're always in the wrong and they're always in the right, it's probably time to leave that relationship. If they can't ever answer what they can do to improve themselves or their relationship or their life, but they constantly have improvement tips and feedback and criticism for you, it is time to go. Okay? Cannot be with somebody like that. You have to be able to be with a partner that can suggest feedback just as much as they, or take feedback just as much as they suggest and give it. Nobody's perfect. Nobody is oh, I just lost my train of thought. Nobody is not able to do wrong. You guys understand what I'm saying? Everybody does wrong. Everybody has things that they can improve on. We're humans, obviously. We're not robots, AI, machines. Even they mess up as well. So if you can't have a conversation with this person and ask them those questions like, hey, what do you think you can improve on? Where do you think you went wrong, during the situation? They can't give you an answer. Gotta leave. Number two, when you start noticing that there is no communication, when repeated communication, I wouldn't say just leave the first time there's no communication, but repeated. Why do I keep freezing? Repeated situations where they refuse to communicate and have a conversation about whatever it is that's going on, that is an issue. One time, you know, I don't think that's necessarily a big issue, especially if you try and ask questions and figure it out. People might be having a bad day, they might feel unheard, unappreciated, etc. But if it's a repeated issue and you see they're getting more distant and more distant, and they'll talk to everybody else, but they won't talk to you, and you're their significant other, that's an issue. That's an issue. Even if you've gone to therapy with this person and still, the therapist is giving you guys advice, giving you guys homework, and they still refuse to communicate and try these things out and move towards a better place, move towards a solution, it's time to go. It's time to go. Also, nobody can keep things in forever. It's going to come out eventually. If it's not coming out to you, it's coming out to somebody else. So just keep that in mind. Especially if normally and typically they talk, and there's always stuff to say. But for this extended period of time, you hear nothing. It's very little talking, very little communicating, very little expressing of feelings. Then there's an issue. Again, I might have said this in another video before, but it's best to check yourself first. I know we already have to take the brunt of everything because everything is always our fault. But still, just as the man and the leader, check yourself first, because maybe it's you that is messing up. Maybe it is you that's making it unsafe to talk, to feel heard, to express, whatever. But if you know you've done that, and you looked at yourself first and what you're doing and your actions, then you can make that decision. And number 3, when you see that boundaries, just basic common sense, decency, and respect is non-existent, time to go. This one is a little tricky because, I hate to say it, some people's brains are just interesting. Some people believe certain behaviors are acceptable, some people don't. But if you took your time in the beginning, like I always say, to vet, make sure things make sense, and you're already in this relationship, you shouldn't get to this point. But if for some reason you do, or you see this person is intentionally doing things that they know you don't like, they know that's out of line, they know it's disrespectful, that's when it's time to go, especially when it's intentionally, because sometimes they like to act stupid, they like to act super oblivious and as if they don't know what they're doing, but they know. So you have to think about it, going out of your way to intentionally disrespect, offend, step out of line, somebody that's supposed to be their partner, their significant other. It's usually one of 2 reasons: either to test, see how you react, or they want you to end it. They want things to go bad. They want the relationship to go sour because they're over it. And like I said in another video, they're not going to be overt about it. They're going to be covert. They're not going to tell you straight up. So they'll do all of these things to ruin it, make it sour, and then it goes exactly the way they want. But if it's a situation you've talked to them about before, like relationships with other people or behaviors that you don't like and do like, texting, being sneaky, being deceiving, lying about things like that, and they keep doing it, and they know you don't like that, they know that's disrespectful, you gotta go. Don't keep wasting your time. Don't wait for them to keep telling you and showing you multiple times that they don't care and they're disregarding the desires and boundaries that you have. Just go. They made it perfectly clear. They do not care. They do not respect you. And once they don't respect you, there's really nothing else to it. And if you don't respect you, that's even worse, because they're going to keep on going and going and going. And yeah, it'll be a never ending rabbit hole. So make sure you keep these things in mind: the communication, the accountability, and the respect, crossing lines, stepping out of lines, boundaries. If you see one of these three things, just know it is your time to go. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you guys. I'm out. Deuces. Let me know what you think down below.